How's it going, guys? Oddly Unorthodox. We're back playing High Elves this time. Trying to learn something a bit new so I can get some more tactic videos out. You will notice that in a few of the games recently I have been losing games, and I think it's important that I show you the games that I lose, show you guys the games that I lose, but also the games that I win. I think it's important that you guys get a gist of actually, people that upload YouTube videos, I ain't winning every game. I don't count myself in the top caliber of players, but what I do have is I've played a fair few amount games of multiplayer, and I'm trying to show you guys what I've learned. But I also take into consideration what you guys show me, what you've learned, and what you want to teach me. So getting into the game, this is a very simple high elf build, running with Teclis on his Phoenix, double Silvering Guard, two squads of lions. Oh, let's just get past the loading screen. Let's slow it down here. And I'll show you what I ran with. So we've got two squads of Silvering Guard. I brought the Silvering Guard purely because these guys will hold for hours. And the fact that you can heal them with Teclis just means they're absolute machines. And then we've got quadruple Spearmen. And then triple Archer. And then we've got I keep calling them Reaper Bolt Claw throwers, but obviously that's the Dark Elf version. These are the Eagle Claw Bolt throwers. And then two War Lions. I always like to tell you guys to bring a unit to sweep your artillery, just in case they do play like a back of the field sort of play. Skaven, it's Rat Ogres, Dwarfs, it's Slayers. For High Elves, I like the War Lions. You can do it with the Silver Helms and stuff like that as well if you want to. But I just like the fact the War Lions are anti-infantry, and I sort of expected them to have a lot of infantry units. So we start making our way up. And you can see I've really got to push everything forward to start firing. They didn't spawn in the most opportune angle. And now you can see here we've got, two squads of Hawk Riders. And we're going to send Teclis over just to be a little bit annoying. And basically also just to do a little bit of damage here and there. We have got a Dark Elf ally who's gone sort of quite cheap and wide, if I'm honest. The expensive things he's got are like the Cold One Knights. But you can see he sent his Harpies in a bit early for my liking. And they're just going to get shot out the sky. You can see a burning head coming down there, nice from his Sorceress of Fire. And then you can see I'll drop a Phoenix there, and I just sort of tickle a bunch of the units. I do hit a lot of those Dryads. Now you can see he's trying to chase into Teclis with this sort of gooning squad. But I back out of it, and I've got the advantage of the fact that I've got the ranged firepower. This Great Eagle, obviously a summon from what's her name? The Spellsinger? Spellweaver of Beasts. But we do shut that down quite quickly, get rid of it. Now, a massive waste by me. I don't notice that this is a summon, and I net it to kill it. Not realising that that was quite a waste of my net and Flaming Sword just to kill a summoned Great Eagle. It's going to disappear soon anyway. So we got rid of that. And then we push up forwards because our ally really ran in. And I mean, like, he really sprinted in. Whereas you can see now we're getting our units up there. Our Spearmen are not the fastest units in the world. We've got War Lions back here, but now I can see nothing's really going to flank because I send one squad of War Lions round. I keep one back just in case they do bring round some Hawk Riders and send them into melee to shut down my units. And then you can see here that we're just trying to cast a few spells, do what damage we can. We are trying to bait the Hawk Riders into taking the fight with me. And we do use a potion of Chiroi there, obviously healing, giving me some nice damage, some nice defence. Which now I can start taking the fight. A nice Flock of Doom by him. There's a little bit of damage to 3 squads there. But I'm perfectly fine with this. I managed to get some War Lions round the back, which is where I was hoping to shut down some of his ranged units. Really need to deal with that Sunmaker. And you can see that I am managing to chase off. The Spellslinger took a fair amount of damage from the archers. And you can see the Reaper Claw Bolt Thrower is hitting the... I'm pretty sure I've got it targeted on the tree man. Whether it's actually hitting the tree man. You can see we get another net on these Hawk Riders. We're going to shut these Hawk Riders down. Break them off. Hopefully help me deal with them later. And you can see the Silvern Guard are just going into Eternal Guard, and they're doing their job of sort of holding. We're taking these Halberdiers fight next, and these War Lions have got into the back of these archers, and they're shutting the archers down quite nicely. At this point, you can see I bring the War Lions into the fight, knowing that I doubt he's going to send his Hawk Riders back. I managed to catch a Demigryph Knight, Firebark Elders with that, but weren't my best to cast. My ally cast a Flock of Doom there, and you can see I'm really looking just to try and find some fights which benefit me. You can see we're against the Hawk Riders again. We seem to have found the other squad of them as this squad comes back. Still 14 out of 20 for how much damage I've taken. It's quite amazing. And then I'm guessing this is the other Hawk summon here coming from there. And you can see that we've still got a lot of archers up and running that are now trying to take down that tree man. This fight here I'm taking, you've obviously got the Sword of Teclis and got the Flaming Sword of Ruin as well. Trying to chop through what we can. And then you can see a Flock of Doom comes down from my ally there to hit all of this. You know, I'm not going to complain. Shatters those Hawk Riders off. And you can see that we've dealt with the Firebark Elders. They're no longer a problem. Just going to take down this Ancient Treeman. Still trying to deal with those damn Halberdiers. Spearmen over here taking the fight into Gladeguard and other Spearmen. And then I've got some Silvern Guards somewhere else. They're taking the fight into Eternal Guard still, and then also going to help take out the Tree Man. But those Hawk Riders came back once again. You can see another Flock of Doom comes down, hitting all of them. And you can see I do nearly lose Teclis. Letting Teclis get way too low. But both Hawk Riders are pretty much done. And we are going to take the fight against the Spellweaver in a second. You can see we turn round, gets enfeeble in Fode. We use our Potion of Chiroi again. It's got 3 casts altogether, 3 uses. And then we manage to break off the Spellweaver. But if I'm honest, the fact that he's still got his life, his Jade Wizard, obviously with Regrowth, Earthblood, Dweller's Blow, and Karl Franz, plus the Demigryph Knights, who just got a big heal, I haven't really got the means to deal with that, if I'm honest. And that's exactly what this game comes down to. You can see that I do try and regroup my forces. I chase that one off. We do shoot through and try and deal with the enemy here. But as you can see, I've ran low on ammunition. I've still got some healthy War Lions. But my other War Lions have been caught by the Demigryph Knights. And if I'm honest, it would have been won if Karl Franz still didn't have loads of regen to go. And the Demigryph Knights still weren't sat on so much HP. You can see I'm trying to chip them away with what little arrows I've got left. But probably should have not brought the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers and maybe brought some Sisters of Avalon. Probably would have been nice. Teclis is really expensive. And I didn't get his value back. I mean, 3,400 is nothing to like shy away from. But he costs 4,000 on his Phoenix. So it might have been better for me to bring him on his horse. Saved a little bit of cash in that sort of, and brought some better infantry. Some White Lions would have been nice for their armor piercing. And such like that. But as you can see, Karl Franz is going to be the real issue here. There's no way I can really deal with him. Yeah, we do manage to shut down the war wagons. We go in to try and deal with Carl Franz, but he had another heal sat in his pocket on his Jade. Just run out there, but as you can see, he does manage to get the win. But well played to both my opponents. Now let's have a look at some of these values. The Eagle Claw Bolt Threads, as you can see, really didn't get their value. One archer got shut down by the Sunmaker, but the other two did a fairly good job. The Spearmen did okay. The White Lions did alright. Probably wouldn't have brought them. Silver and Guard I'm always happy to bring, and obviously Teclis did quite a bit of work as well. But I definitely feel like I could have gotten rid of the Phoenix and maybe put him on his horse. But Jesus, I will share there. That feels bad. 300 gold damage. Malice Darkblade. That's got to have hurt his feelings a bit. Right, thank you very much, guys. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to catch you on another video tomorrow. Thank you very much.